Start ko lang siya sa weird na the last reunion na attended ko ng mga malate is I don't know if it's the 30th or the 30th anniversary is 30 30th. Ayan, so the event was like this, they was set by Apple now sa profession. Ang weird doon, they they chose the same foam for that issue. So it's reappearing for the third time. And this is weird. So yeah, so I don't know what's with the foam, but yun lang, buhay ko lang five. Matagal na kami wala. Anyway. So the foam was published under the editorship of Miss Katie Saraficas and his mom. So I was first year student there at the Sun, and isa ang malaki sa una kong sinalihan. Weird thing, another weird thing is, hindi ako nagsusulat ng college, but then when I started writing for Malate, I was encouraged enough to join not only Malate, but also the Sagan and President. So, yan nga. So, ano ang kinaibahan ng Malate ng panahon yun? So, hindi ka lang sumali. Yung first na binigay sa amin nun, meron kaming orientation, is we were presented with an editorial policy that is parang print out siya na pipirmahan mo. So, it's like a commitment to write, to be socially conscious, socially relevant, and socially aware. So, for the first time, we're a writer who's a prosh, doesn't write I read naman. Pero malaking commitment to para sa isa nagsisimula ng Manila. So, syempre magpapag-iisip ka. So, sasali ba ako ng daming requirements? It's a big policy lang yun and you have to sign it and commit to it as a first year student. So, I did. So, mahirap maging socially committed, socially aware, and socially conscious. So, you have to do this. Pero tinulungan naman kami ng Malate para isabuhay yung ganung commitment. So, unang paraan niya para madali sa buhay ito ay kada issue ay may tema. So, gaya nga na naikwento ka sa table lang pala namin kikwento ni Ms. Pinky yung ni Ate Pinky yung censorship na nangyari ng time niya. So, may dumadaan kami sa censorship, meron kami issue na may EVs na nasa ibabaw, so it's nuclear, so environmental din yun. So, yung nasa safe na sa pinalitan niya ng EVs, so sobrang na disgrace yun, no? So, sakto yun, general institution tayo, so hindi dapat na mamasyon. And we're producing a magazine, so magazine siya malaki, so 8.5 by 11, so ang laki-laki niya. And it is related to students, may EPs na yan sa harap. So, yung tema na yun, so kailangan namin sundin yung theme. So, yung iba parang nahihirapan na these constraints na tinatawag ng iba, naging paraan sa amin para mag-isip lalo about an issue, to consider the issue on all sides. So, hindi lang yung positive and negative, ano ba yung mga gray areas niya. So, I think yung Mariela sa McDo was a product of that. Kasi wala naman ang kaanong experience. So, we eat fast food, katatayo lang ang fast food na McDo, dun sa dating parking lot sa tabi ng Lasal. So, bago siya, so it's very popular. Kung ngayon SB, yung coffee shops yung hinaantay McDo noon, maliit na maliit. So, walang ganun. So, yung theme made us think of all the different sides of an issue. So, we're presented with an issue na hindi pa namin nararanasan. We were educated in it as well. So, we did readings, or we have educational discussions. So, may mga ED, may mga discussions, may mga readings din. So, yun nga, ang members, they bring books, yung mga favorite authors nila, they bring newspapers, and we discuss about it. So, sobrang bago nun. Another positive thing about having a theme for each issue, so, ibig sabihin nun, lahat kayo nag-iisip ng iba't ibang bagay sa isang tema. So ang susunod na ano nun, positive thing about having a team is that we were able to break barriers by coming up with themes that no other student publication or even publication in the Philippines have ever thought of producing. Like, yun nga, we have a nuclear issue, at kung dahil uso na yung mga use spaces, we had a gay issue na hindi pa ginagawa naman for student publication. Kaya sikat ang malapit sa lahat ng schools, not even at the or UP were able to produce such landmark issues. We were also the first magazine to come up with book magazine, children's issue. Children's literature wasn't considered literature during that time. So we were also able to add that to the roster of lit awards categories. So, ganun siya. So, ano pa ang issue? Yeah, an erotic issue. For a Catholic school na sobrang higpit with all the censorship, we were able to produce that. So, parang a different year na. Because I stayed at LaSalle from 1988 to like around 97. And then came back pa rin because I worked with LaSalle. So I was able to meet yung mga younger editors like Ira, Kim, Josh, and Ivan, Ira's brother, and all those in between. So yung mga landmark issues na to, nagsilbing malaking bagay din dahil nga sa pag-explore namin ng mga tema, sabi nga social issues, so social realities. And the third thing na maganda rin dito is that we were able to produce not only good writers but a part of outstanding artists. So from the time of the Lunan Open, Lunan start pa lang malaki. It's not just Efren Way, we also have Bruce Reyes working to push the establishment of this magazine alongside Daridel. So they're like sister periodicals. The other one is for Filipino writing and world literature. So, meron tayong Roland Tolentino, is also an EIC of Malaki. Familiar ba tayo ng Roland Tolentino? Yeah. So, Roland Tolentino, sino pa ba? We have John Toralba. Toralba, so, isang pala, Martins. Sino pa yan? Sino pa ba ang naging sobrang sikat na writer? So, the name is Katie, so sobrang dami. Si Vince Groyon pala, one of the greatest talaga na novelists, who's just released 2 books at the IBM. So, essays and novelist, he teaches with us as well. So, mga super sikat na yan, we have Melissa Balse, we have P.R. Valera, teachers and poets, who are based abroad. And for the artists naman, for the time being, we have Nona Garcia, we have the brothers Jonathan Ching and Mariana Ching drawing for Pinky Ceramic. Like, Jonathan was art editor during that time. Or something. Now they're nag-exhibit na sila internationally. Mike Adrao also, who was as Glenn was trying to share earlier, siya yung nag-drawing yung bagong logo. We don't use to have a logo, no? Wala kaming logo talaga, malaki lang yun. And then, Mike Adrao is also an internationally known artist. So, and Nona Garcia, for a time they drew for Malaki. So, yung mga nag-talk na artists, so you have a very good ancestors, so to speak. So, napakagaling ng mga previous art heads ninyo. So, good job. And then, going back, so, being socially committed, we're not just committing verbally or in writing. We're not just writing out of the blue. We have to experience it also. So, when we write about the issues or about yung puta na issue, so we have yung issue na yun, we went to Malate when it used to be the red light district. So when we talk about the nuclear war issue, we went marching to the U.S. Embassy in Geneva to see how people feel about the issue. So ano kasi multi-sectoral yun. So different sectors would go. Ang napansin ko lang na difference during our time and our time, so maybe I already expounded it later. Before, these were all student-led. Puro students yung nag-lead ng mga actions of activism and the admins like adversarial. So they don't like it, they censor us. Pero now, it's so different because I think it's the admin who's starting to be very, to change the lives of the LS to match whatever social stand we have as an institution. So yun, so we experience what we write. And it's not really, hindi naman nakakaya to start writing about small things like food or fast food or what we think about it. We can start writing from there and then grow it. The third and last point that I want to share is that we need to feel empathy too. So it's not just knowing the issue, reading about the issue, writing about it from a point of view, but also giving voice to those who cannot write. Like most of those affected by the nuclear bases, farmers or yung mga nakalisan ng bahay, these are also voices that they can write. They don't have newsletters sa mga demolition areas. Yung mga apektado ng mga uh, deforestation, wala naman silang say. So, it is our duty, lalo na nasa school tayo, lalo na nasa malapit kami tayo, na bigyan sila ng boses. Dahil hindi naman napaparating sa atin kung ano yung issue nila at punto de vista nila. So, going back to the fast food scenario, pag kumakain tayo, hindi naman lahat tayo kumakain doon because lunchtime. Yung iba nagsa-celebrate na hindi yung pinaka-celebratory meal nila with family or alone. Yung iba doon, first time nakakakiting doon because they just came from the province. Yung iba doon kumakain doon dahil afford naman nila yung iba pero nagmamadali sila. So all of these people in the same place are thinking about what we are eating all at the same time differently. And we cannot know how different or how the same we are unless we put ourselves in their shoes. So I'm not gonna end here. I'm gonna I asked Ty that because we have alumni from way back, I'd like them to share also a little something like a little trivia siguro that we were able to share in our table. Gusto ko marinig din ng iba yun. So, siguro I'll call Ira first. And then you, Ira's time, no time ni Ira, actually yung brother niya unang pumunta sa akin. So I was still active in Malata. But then she still contacted me during her time. So, great. No? So, yun yeah. But Ira, she's EIC during pre-pandemic times. Thank you so much.